the last topic I have to get to, and this was, I do talk basketball on this show. So it's not just football, it is basketball. I told y'all last week that. So, and this was some news about Benjamin Simmons. He is something interesting. Um, so if you don't know, Ben Simmons is, it was recently announced that his agent dropped him. His agent dropped him, most likely due to frustration. That's what the report said. So, and he dropped him because Ben Simmons rejected a Knicks offer, and there's probably not a lot of offers out there for Ben Simmons. And so I know for sure his agent is frustrated because your agent's job is to get you a job, basically, and it's based off of Ben Simmons' reputation. Not saying he's a bad guy or he's punching or fighting, but no, we all watch basketball, right? The NBA. Most of us follow Ben Simmons and seen what happened. But his reputation is not the best with a lot of organizations from what they have seen. So, and it might not be a whole lot of offers out there. But there was one offer, and it was the Knicks. And I don't know if this is actually true or not, but allegedly that the Knicks made him an offer, but it was the vet minimum, maybe slightly above the vet minimum. He doesn't want to take a vet minimum or slightly above the vet minimum. That's embarrassing to me. Ben Simmons, Benjamin Simmons, you have no one else to blame but yourself. No one else to blame but yourself, sir. You came in, you're supposed to be the next best talent, generational talent is what they say. And you had the talent. We've seen that you had the talent, but it was your attitude. It was your whining and your crying. You had your first team that drafted you basically gave you everything that you wanted. And it still wasn't enough. So you leave, you get traded to the Nets. Granted, people get injured, but you don't want to work on your game. You don't want to work on your game, and you can see it. Let me tell you something. These other guys, they're hungry. They want to win. They want to get paid, and they want to win championships. They're hungry. So they're constantly working on their game, developing their game, working with trainers, taking care of their bodies, doing what they need to do to ensure they have success in this league, to ensure they can continue working. You didn't want to do that. You thought the talent that you carried from high school into college and to be in the NBA will hold you over the course of your career. That's not how that works. So it's more than just you not having a jump shot. That's part of it. We seen you shoot in the off season, but it's more than that. It's doing what you're supposed to do, working hard, having the right attitude. That's the biggest thing for me is your attitude, your mental fortitude. Everybody goes through ups and downs. Everybody goes through ups and downs over the course of their career in the NBA, NFL, just in life in general. But you took that for granted. You said, I don't care about anybody else. I want to do it my way. Sir, your reputation right now with the league is not good. So you don't have the ability to be picky. You don't have the ability to continue to say no, because you know where you're going to end up next? Out of basketball completely. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, as a Sixers fan, when he first left, I didn't think I would consider this, but now that I'm sitting back and I'm looking at the team for the Philadelphia 76ers, I wouldn't mind Ben Simmons coming back and playing point guard. I think he will help tremendously by pushing Maxey back to his natural position, which is actually the 2. He's not even he's not a one. He's working hard to play the one position, but he's naturally a two. He's a scorer, right? Not necessarily a playmaker. Ben Simmons is a playmaker. He just needs to shoot more. So you don't have to continue to play 4-on-5. You play 5-on-5. You don't have to be the best shooter. Just show the team that you're going to shoot. You don't have to make all your shots. But let me tell you something. You make 2-3 shots, they got to play up on you now. And that opens it up for everybody else. That even opens it up more for yourself because you like to drive to the hoop. So this means if you shoot more, they have to now play up. They're not going to crash in the paint as often. But when you don't want to shoot and they know you're not going to shoot, the guy defending you is just going to stand back. Well, I know you're not going to shoot. So it's easier for me to guard the paint because you're not a threat. I don't really have to worry about you that often. So he's a fantastic defender. Always been that. For me, it's his mentality. His mentality sucks. And it's like, when do you grow out of it? You know, you're 29 years old now. 29. There's no more excuses for you. You know, when you first came in the league at 20 years old, that time went by fast, by the way. That time went by fast. You telling me this man has been in the league for 8, 9 years, something like that already? Seasons? That time goes by fast. And if you could have just continued to develop the way most people thought you were going to develop, how you should have developed your game, how you should have improved your game, the growth you should have had, you probably would have still been one of the best players in the league right now. I don't know if you would have been the best player, but you would have been up there. You would have got the second contract that you would have. You could be picky on what teams, if you're a free agent, that you want to go to. But you don't have that ability anymore, sir. That's why your agent dropped you. He's probably working his butt off for you, and you got the nerve to say no. No. I probably would have dropped you too. Because you're wasting people's time. I still think you have ability to play. But my biggest concern is not your talent level. My biggest concern is your mentality. My biggest concern is your selfishness. And you have shown that time and time again. And you continue to show it. You will be 30 in less than a year. No more excuses at all. No more. This is it. Now you get ready to be on the wrong side of your 30s. You basically messed up your entire, you're in your prime time of your career right now. So honestly, you probably got a good maybe 3 years, 4 years. So, but you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. One point in time, $40 million a year, basically $30-40 million a year you were making. You're not going to see that until you show teams something different, until you're able to change your reputation. You have to change how people perceive you, because based off your track record, why am I trusting you? Why would I invest a lot of money into a player that doesn't want to grow his game, doesn't want to work on his game? At times, don't even want to play. Coming up with all types of excuses not to play. So all of this is on you. This is what happened. This is what people have warned you what happened. You have burned bridges. Now, I'm not saying you can't put those fires out, but you got to work at it. And the one thing we know you don't want to do is work. But if you want things to change, you have to work at it. You have to make the change. You have to be the difference maker. People are not going to come running to you anymore. You had to change people's mind. Benjamin Simmons, it's time to grow up. Because at this point in life, this is it. This is it. This is it. All right, guys. That's the end. I will be back again next week or in a couple days, and talk about more football. Of course, if there's any NBA news, I'll come out and talk about that as well. But I'm excited to see what happens this weekend. Hopefully, the Eagles are 2-0. I'm a little nervous, but I just hope they get their good effort and play to that standard that they always talk about. So that's what I want to see. So, but I'm excited about this weekend and the games. I'm just happy that this is a good time for sports. This is a great time for sports. Football kickoff is kicking off. Basketball is right around the corner. The NBA basketball is right around the corner. WNBA playoffs has started. Baseball playoffs are get ready to arrive. So this is exciting time about sports. But please, guys, do me a favor. Please hit that subscribe button, like, share. I would greatly appreciate your support in helping me grow this channel. And if you guys have any topics that you want me to talk about, my Instagram is @BrittanyMonique. Please reach out. I don't have a problem with me. I'll do my best to look at them as much as possible. So please reach out. But have a good night, guys, and I'll see you next time. See ya.